Hi there, I'm Tercy, and I want to welcome you to the Unreasonably Grateful podcast. And thank you so much for being here, being a part of my journey, allowing me to be a part of your journey. Some of you have been with me for a long time now, others of you, perhaps this is your first episode. Either way, welcome. It's great to have you, and I look forward to sharing with you more along this path. So just a reminder, I don't have your answers. You do. And Unreasonably Grateful is really about me sharing my story because we do learn from one another's stories. I've learned from a lot of other people's stories, and it's my hope that you'll glean something from the stories I share. And what I promise is that every week I'll show up and I'll be willing to break my heart wide open, allowing some of the wisdom that I've gleaned over these 38 years now of recovering from 20 years of living an addictive lifestyle, dealing with an eating disorder, and healing from sexual abuse. So, like I said, I don't have your answers, but perhaps something I say, because it's oftentimes easier to see ourselves in somebody else's life or somebody else's story, will help you see something that perhaps you haven't seen in exactly that same way before. And seeing that will give you a little bit more freedom or a little bit more wiggle room, so to speak, to grow and develop and deepen your own journey. So again, thank you. It's great to have you. Also, I continue to offer Tuesday morning sessions. It's a way for me to be able to share with you a little bit more deeply, get to know you a little more personally. And honestly, really, those sessions are about holding space, listening, and then reflecting back to you what I see. And always, I want you to know what I see is how far you've come, how extraordinary you are, how courageous and beautiful, and I appreciate that about you. And sometimes we need to hear that. We can easily have loud self-critical voices, both internally, and also you may be hearing criticism or comparing yourself externally. And it's really nice to just be appreciated, acknowledged, seen, and heard. So if you're interested, you can sign up on tercyenglehart.com under Work Together. It's simply a donation basis. And if you do that, I look forward to getting to see you, to know you, and to share a little bit more deeply. Okay, so we're still in a series on love. And today's episode is called Honesty or Authenticity as an Access to Love. So again, reminder, I'm not talking about romantic love, even familial love, although that may well be included in it, but more that unceasing flow of everything, the unconditional love that most of us long for, oftentimes spend our lives searching for, hoping for. And really, it's always available. It's always there. And what there is for us to do is to remove or to release the blocks in the flow of that love. And one of the blocks in that flow of that love is dishonesty or inauthenticity. Here's what I mean by that. If you look at your relationships, even your relationship with yourself, oftentimes we're fooling ourselves. We're just not willing to look that deeply, that openly, and that honestly at what might really be going on for us, what may be even underneath the surface. It could even be what we're not saying, what we're not looking at, what we're not willing to confront. And being honest or being completely authentic frees us up for that unconditional love to flow in, through, and out of us. So, what I'd love for you to do this week is to just look and see, what is it that you're not saying? Or what is it that you're not doing? Because you still have some false pretense or misperception or Perhaps it's even a mask or a habitual way of being, rather than simply slowing down, checking in, being truly honest and transparent about who you are and about what it is that you're up to. So take that on this week. Look and see, where could you express yourself more openly, more honestly, more authentically? And don't confuse that with just kind of letting all your feelings out. It's way beyond your feelings. It's the deep sense of who are you really? And what is it that you have to say, to share, to do, to express? How is it that you are committed to showing up? In other words, who are you being? And then be that fully, honestly, openly. Take that on. And I'll see you next week.